Man, this your boy O.C.B, man. Welcome to O.C.B After Dark with my co-host Strawberry Fantasy. What's up, baby? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? And also Mr. Tero Muzimo.
Black man strong.
Black man
What up? What up?
strong.
What up? What up? What up? Like I said, man, we're here to bring y'all the shot word of the day. Shot word. You know what I mean? We're gonna bring shot word is what's the shot word?
Vulnerability.
So everybody got their glasses, their cups up. Yeah, man.
Salute. Ay.
What up, Bougie Wild? I see you.
Miss Bougie Wild.
Yeah, what's going on?
Bougie Wild.
Yeah.
The universe gave it to her.
Right.
Yeah, man. Vulnerability is the shot word. Go ahead, baby. Tell us what this is.
Vulnerability. Okay, let me see if I can add this to the string. Here we go. We're talking about vulnerabilities. And vulnerability is the willingness to show emotion or to allow one's weaknesses to be seen or known. It's also the willingness to risk being emotionally hurt. Okay? Willingness to show emotion or to allow someone's weaknesses to be seen or known.
I can relate.
Y'all got that?
Y'all got it. You got it. So the thing is, we want to actually my daughter brought this conversation to us, right? Well, I mean, say Didi. What do you think about this conversation, vulnerability? Because she was trying to understand it, and it seemed like how most people are. They think it's come from a place of weakness.
But they do.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, in a way, it is. But it's the way you look at it and who you surround.
It's really
yourself
openness.
With.
Yes,
It's
it really is. And to be vulnerable, some examples of being vulnerable is asking for help, saying no, trying something new, and even falling in love.
All of that, you have to be like to get the best outcome out of all this.
You have to be open.
You have to be open and vulnerable. But that's like a lot of people have their guards up.
Right. It's good to have your guard up, but then you know how they say sometimes you miss out on your blessings.
Exactly.
Or because it's block other people's blessings.
Yeah.
That can work out that way too, just by not being vulnerable enough to.
Yeah.
But don't be vulnerable to the point you can hurt yourself. But just
or hurt somebody else. Because you
you're too vulnerable.
Yeah.
Which one? Revenge.
And all that because you hurt so bad. Right. I gave you my heart. I was so fun. Now I don't trust nobody.
Lord have mercy.
But it happens. But that's why you have to people we always talk about itself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have to understand yourself first, then be vulnerable. So because now you will know what energy we talk about energy, like what you can take, what you can take, what you can let in, you know what's good, you know what I'm saying? So I like to be around people like all of my friends, personally, all of my friends I can be vulnerable with. Yeah. Vulnerable.
Yeah.
I can be constant. That means I can cry and don't have nobody judge me.
Right.
I can say what's going on in my marriage to like somebody like Tero, and he don't judge me or my wife.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like just being vulnerable. But I had to learn to
y'all my private side characters.
Right.
For real.
Right. You know
that's
what I'm saying?
On everything.
Okay, we got some comments.
Go ahead.
Okay, we got Bougie Wild speaking from a humble, transparent, and vulnerable place. Okay, it's strength.
It's strength. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's expressing yourself and identifying the outcome based on speaking the truth.
Right.
And being transparent, like you said.
You have to be, but
you
have to know, like you have to know yourself though. Like I say, I'm gonna always preach that knowing yourself, so you understand everybody else.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
And it's also, you hear some people referring to it as putting yourself out there.
Yeah. Put yourself. You have to.
Now sometimes you won't put yourself out there too much, but you do. You got to choose who you do it with. Make sure that you're comfortable. With that person. A lot of people fear vulnerability because they don't understand it. Like you said,
the wolf and sheep.
They think it is weakness. They think it is weakness. And a lot of people,
like what you saying?
Don't want to seem like they're weak or appear weak. From that place of transparency, as Bougie Wild said. But it's really not weakness. It's basically your core emotions and your feelings, how you present yourself, how you put yourself
right,
out
how
there.
you do it.
Yeah. You know, and that humbleness and that openness sometimes, you know, makes people feel that, you know, you care.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you're human.
Yeah.
Right,
and
right.
you care.
I'm hearing me, yeah.
But you like people always still got to see that you genuine.
Yes.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like being genuine always come with being vulnerable too. Because everything I'm gonna tell you, I'm genuine
up front.
Yeah, I'm genuine with it.
Like,
if I say I don't like it, I honestly mean I don't like it. But
I'm gonna stand on those principles.
Yeah, like what you say that for? I mean, bro, you asked me. You know what I'm
Come
saying?
on now, yeah.
So like, well, okay. So now you got to be true to yourself and say self. Why did I ask this man that question?
Or like
if I didn't want the truth.
Or like you said, in part of being vulnerable is even saying no. Like certain people will push you to a brink, and then you like normally you would say yes or you be passive about, but then you get to that point of vulnerability, you say, you know what, I've had enough, so I'm going to say no, or I'm going or I'm gonna say yes, or you came to a point where you say I'm just going to do something different.
I think a lot of people scared to be vulnerable also, and them some great points. Because they scared of rejection. You feel what I'm saying? They just scared
the outcome
of you know what might happen. And I mean, all of this is fine because this is life. That's why we go through life, for rejection, for triumphs,
to learn how to deal with it.
All of this, you know what I'm saying? Get in your corner. It's okay.
Yeah.
Get in your corner. Think.
Yeah. Don't lose. Learn.
Right. It's because there's no such thing as losing.
No.
Everything is
stepping stone.
Yeah. Everything you go through is to teach you.
Right.
Okay. I ain't gonna do that next time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
When you don't build from it, then now you lost your damn mind.
But you know, that's a lot of people out here that don't know how to build from their so-called losses.
Right.
They're not losses. They're learning. You know what I'm saying? You learning at this point.
And I think they go back to not being vulnerable with self.
Right.
To say to recognize self, to say, hey, with some parts of me that may be flawed, or some parts of my environment that may be flawed.
Right.
But you have to, you have to be open enough for somebody to tell you that.
Right.
Like a lot of times, like I say, I come to you and sis about certain things that I wouldn't talk to anyone about. But I know that y'all not gonna hold, but y'all will be unbiased with me.
Right.
And then furthermore, I can accept it from y'all because I know, like you said, you're genuine.
Right.
So
when even I ask him, like, hey bro, what you do though? You feel what I'm saying? Like, hey, what you mean what I do? Like,
and I got to tell you.
It's always two sides. Pick a story. It's two sides.
It's three sides to a coin. It's your side of the coin. It's their side of the coin. And the truth, and it's the edge of the coin.
Yeah, and the truth. You know
that's why it's so.
So if you get into a situation and you think like I ain't do nothing, you did something.
You did something.
You might not want to believe it.
The human part of you, like she said, like bourgeois, like sis said, you got to be transparent and recognize what went on. Your end.
And how did we get here? You know what I'm saying?
Even so, you still may be innocent, but you still
It might be like unbeknownst, but now it's how you said it. Is that right? You know, unbeknownst. You know, sometimes it's the way you were raised. You wasn't aware of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you wasn't aware of it because this thing that always happened in your life, and this is how we deal with it. You know what I'm saying? The same thing for the next person. So what y'all need to do is talk about it and say, this is the reason why I'm like this, or I did this, or I said it like that, or I reacted to it in this way, because this is how I learned to deal with pain, trauma, anything, you know what I mean?
And not being afraid to feel those feelings. You know, a lot of people like, oh, I'm ashamed and I'm, scared or whatever, and you feeling like that. It's okay to, feel that way. And that's
everything's
out in this time of the month, and for me, and what goes on me personally in life, this is a hard month for me.
Right.
So it's like for me, even to be here to come to work and do the show, what's going on me behind closed doors, it's still me being vulnerable to say, okay, regardless of what I'm going through, I gotta be here and support my brother and my sister, because it's something that we've been building.
Right.
If I wasn't transparent with you or the listeners or whatever, like, well, what are you talking about? Well, why is he here? But you have to be open to everybody. Well, not everybody, but you have to be open to.
Oh, it really is everybody. You can put some shade in between. If you want to.
The reason why I wouldn't say everybody, because everybody's not for you.
Right, but that's a part of being vulnerable, because if you weren't vulnerable, you wouldn't know it.
Right.
You wouldn't know all of this other stuff that exists. You know what I'm saying? You have to accept.
It's a yin and yang.
Now you got to understand how you're gonna let it use you. Now you let it use you for good, bad, or whatever.
It's a yin
but
and
it's still coming in regardless.
Yeah.
But how you gonna handle it? Yeah, how you gonna balance and handle it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, what y'all think, people? Like I see.
How was y'all balance vulnerability?
Bougie Wild going ham on this. Okay, read some of the things she said, bro.
Bougie Wild said, vulnerability is being real with self and not giving a and it's be true to yourself, be vulnerable, set value, boundaries, and expectations for self. It's being real with the little voice in your head that nobody hears.
That right there. That's the one for me, the little voice in your head. Like sometimes a lot of us, we know ourselves more than we want to accept.
Exactly, and we do know ourselves, but we scared
about exactly.
We scared because really, and I do understand. Don't get us wrong, people. I understand that most people have nobody to talk to for real. That's why they have to pay for it. Pay for therapy. You know what I'm saying? Pay for you know, go to church and you know what I'm saying, say God please, God please, and just pray. Like all of that is fine too, but you got to get it for yourself first. For yourself. With anything. And that just means how I teach. And you can say I'm wrong if you want to. I don't care because it worked for me.
It works for me. You know what I mean?
It genuinely worked because now I don't have my guards up all the time. Because if you understand that the world is messy. Yeah. You always in mess.
Yes.
So once you understand it, accept the mess and deal with the mess.
Yes.
And keep going. You feel what I'm saying?
Address the situation, but you have to move forward.
Always forward. Yeah, exactly. You always forward. Because if you always ready, you don't have to what?
Be ready.
I mean, you gotta get ready.
You stay ready, so you got to get ready.
And it's okay to be vulnerable, but you know, I don't think it's a such thing as being too vulnerable. But you want
it is if you weak, if you're kind of weak minded,
don't understand. You want to, you know,
fit in.
Yeah, if you're gonna be transparent, you know, it's okay to be transparent. It's okay to be vulnerable sometimes. But like you said, when you're talking about your friends and your relationships and knowing your audience, you know, if you're in a relationship. Being vulnerable there, you know, or whatever. And sometimes you can be too vulnerable with the friends. You probably got the wrong friends.
Right.
If you feel like you're being too vulnerable, and then also you know you have to kind of be careful with your family too. It's okay to be vulnerable with them, but you know you have to make sure that where you're coming from is not a place of
aggression.
Yeah,
because people will try to use your vulnerability against you.
And sometimes you do need some extra outside help. You know, if you're gonna vent, you're gonna vent, but sometimes it can get so bad to where you probably do need to seek some professional assistance.
Do you feel like what I said, like I said earlier about people being unbiased? Like what you just said about
you do want somebody that's going to be you really want somebody that's going to be unbiased when you're
because a lot of people always want to have people around them that is going to always agree with just them.
Now that's completely bullshit.
You see what I'm saying?
And being vulnerable and unloading on people is two different things.
Yeah. Cause let me tell y'all some people. Just because a person seems strong. Don't mean you can unload all your bullshit.
We make this shit look good.
Yeah, believe me, there's a such thing as
I make it look good.
The energy, like if you come and drain me of all my good energy and leave me with none, I cannot help you.
Real talk.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Like, still be aware of how much you putting on people.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I know it's we need people to talk to and all that. Yeah, but spread that shit out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm serious because I'll put your ass out. Like, hold up.
Right. Get out of my way.
Your energy. Sucking up my energy,
shit
man.
Low, man. My battery low.
Yeah. I gotta go redeem your. Look, you don't hear me for about 2 weeks.
And you gotta have the right motherfucker putting the right charge in your back.
I had to recharge, but be vulnerable. Understand other people. Understand everything around you.
And I feel like that's a blessing to have a wife and a husband,
right?
Because that vulnerability makes y'all union.
Yeah, it makes us, baby. We can bounce the energy off each other, and that's what a marriage is able to have the positive and negative and bounce this shit out. Because both of us can't be positive,
right?
We need that balance. We need the negative and the positive, so we can be straight. That's for we don't need an overload on either side. Yeah, you feel what I mean?
That's for your relationships and everything. So big energy to that,
right? But the only way you're gonna work that thing through. That thing, I'm old.
Work that
thing through. It's like I said.
Don't y'all start. Don't y'all start. We still live.
Yes.
See, we bad, but we ain't that bad.
Right. I don't know that. Like, but we ain't dead behind the 10 in a minute now. You know
what
I'm saying?
Behind the 10, y'all. Stay tuned.
Right.
Yeah.
But like we have to the only way you'll know who is who the positive, who the negative at any given time, and understanding yourself. I can't say this enough. Understand yourself so you can help somebody else.
Yes, man.
Right.
Yes. We say it a lot on this show. You try to because that's the number one thing, man. Self. That's why we talking y'all.
Right. You know what I mean? So y'all, and it's like this and I'm glad A-Bomb brought this up because really vulnerability is bigger than what we talking about.
Yes, it is.
We had to narrow it down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when y'all go do y'all research, y'all have to know what we talking about. You have to kind of narrow it down a little bit because it's real grand. Because you have did we get the other vulnerabilities we didn't look at?
Well, we the other vulnerabilities that because most of the time when people look at vulnerabilities, they're thinking about a threat.
Right.
So we're not talking about that, and we're not talking about cyber attacks and all that stuff.
Right.
We're talking about feelings and emotions here.
Right.
So on your screen here, we have when you can accept vulnerability, you may find that you experience some important emotional benefits. And we have up there on the top, we have greater strength. Putting yourself in the situations where you feel vulnerable can be a way to gain confidence and believe in your ability to handle challenging situations. It can help you be resilient and to face life's challenges as well. Right. And then we have stronger relationships over here on my left. Being vulnerable with others is a way to foster intimacy. It can deepen your compassion and empathy. We talk a lot about empathy and connections to others in your life. So it can be a relationship about you just being vulnerable, whether you're being vulnerable with your children, whether you're being vulnerable with your spouse and your friends or whomever.
Right.
Okay. And the last one with the person that's crossed hands with the hearts, improved self-acceptance. Being vulnerable allows you to accept and embrace different aspects of yourself because in the end, it's all about yourself. And this can foster great confidence and authenticity. So we always talking about being real and being true, your authentic self. If you can't be your true authentic self around people, then what are you doing?
Right. Don't be around them.
Yeah, don't be around them because you're going to be uncomfortable.
Right.
With the conversation we had earlier, I said, you know what? And I ain't got to speak no names, just got to get them people away from around you.
It's all
because if I
still love you though. Hey,
right.
But
because if I am vulnerable and you're that close to me, then you can't hurt me.
Right, you can.
So I got to look out for that vulnerability. So it's not about just being open to it's vulnerability and susceptibility is two different things. Vulnerability is being open and transparent and being ready to be open for new things. But being susceptible to something means that you leave yourself open for attacks.
Right.
Or you may be susceptible to other things too, but just the willingness to be open. You just gotta watch. You just gotta watch yourself. You just gotta watch.
Learn the etymology and the terminology.
Like I say, like we being on relationships over here, it's been like marriages. I was gonna say man and woman, but hey, this new age. But I'm gonna just say with your partner,
with your
whatever,
partner,
whatever.
We're gonna stay politically correct on this show.
Right. And you have the only thing that ain't gonna work. Because the divorce rate so high, right?
Yes, it is.
Because people don't. I didn't get what I want. That's all they say. But what did you give?
Yeah.
See, people are always concerned about what they ain't getting out of a relationship.
Right.
But what
you put in?
What did you put in the pot?
Yeah. What you put in, what you gonna get out of it?
You can't get nothing out of them. You ain't putting nothing in it.
And if you have an understanding within this contract, this life contract, if you have an understanding is the most important thing. So, I was thinking about a lot of people saying about, the Giselle and the Tom Brady situation. It's like, okay, why is she gonna divorce him just because he decided to go back and play football?
Right.
But they had a plan. Okay, and the plan was
20-year plan, 30-year plan.
I sit back and I chill and I put my career on hold and I watch the kids and do what I gotta do. And then you grow, and then you retire, and then I step back into the spotlight. Right. And you be staying home with the kids and do whatever it is, and then
he fucked the contract.
We meet in the he messed it up.
So he
reneged.
Is it called a 5-year plan or a 10-year plan? What do y'all call it?
Pick one.
It's supposed to be one of them.
I don't know. It just depends on what they agreed.
Because
I don't know how long he was playing.
Yeah.
Right, but he 45.
Okay, yeah.
So he should have stopped 5 years ago.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And she probably said, okay.
He been established that he the GOAT.
Okay,
cheating
Tom,
and all that.
She probably said, okay, Tom. you done went over.
What about me
years.
now?
Yeah. You done went over 5 years. I'm gonna let you have those 5 years, but then the next time.
But he looked like I'm Tom fucking Brady.
Yeah, I want to keep going. You know, so he breached the contract.
Yeah, but see, like the problem with
a
lot of people in that situation, he don't know how to be at home.
You're right.
You feel what I'm saying? You done played ball all of these years. I don't know how to be at home.
Check it out, bro.
You feel what I mean?
I watched a documentary. I watched a 30 for 30 with Ric Flair, and what you just said is there's a hammer on the nail head, man.
Yeah,
he can't get away from what's already induced in you. That's the number one drug, the fame and the who you are. Mm-hmm. Once you get to that level, and then like you said, men vulnerable. Who are you vulnerable to? A person can lose an entire relationship with their family, trying to be something else, trying to be a champion,
the fame and
a champion, a goal,
all
or whatever.
All you have to do is tell the truth.
Tell the truth
and be like, look, I want to do it.
Yeah.
She did it. I think she did the right thing.
If you're vulnerable, so you do think she did the right thing because he breached the contract.
He did.
If we had a plan,
he did.
Mm-hmm. We had a plan.
He wasn't honest,
and you refused to like go along
negotiate.
with the plan. Negotiate, do nothing. You say, I'm doing this.
I'm playing football.
Like, whatever, like me and you in our house. If I say, okay, I'm gonna do this first, and I'm coming home. Mm-hmm. All right, she in the room, dolled up, ready. Mm-hmm. And I just didn't come because I was having too much fun. Whatever I was doing, besides an accident or you know what I'm saying.
Outside of what y'all agreed upon,
she got the right to go on with her night how she want to go on with her night.
She do,
right?
She do.
But most people don't want to accept it. I was just a few. I don't get. It don't matter.
It doesn't matter.
You didn't call. We didn't talk about it. She have to be the one that say, "Okay, I understand. It's okay."
She already.
You know what I'm saying?
Because y'all
put the ball in her court. It's in her court because I already reneged.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like you have to know, the plan of what you're doing. If we know we have small kids, then all the career opportunities and all the things that's going on, I can't go after them right now. You know what I'm saying? Right. I got to sit back and chill. But when you say, okay, now you could, you could go and then we can switch and then you go pursue your career goals. You go off to Nashville.
Yeah. but talk about it. That was the thing though.
Yeah. And then I stay at home because, because I had been there, all that time getting that the other degree, doing those things. And I didn't accept those jobs because I knew that somebody had to be at home.
Right.
So, we talked about it. He changed his schedule and I went to Nashville for months.
I was lonely.
It's a barter situation.
But it paid off.
Yeah, it paid off.
Big time, didn't it?
They were like, well, I guess I can go to school now, bro.
Right.
I ain't going. Right. I'm straight. Look.
But see,
but that was our plan.
That was our plan.
That's the transparency in y'all relationship and then y'all marriage. The way y'all was vulnerable to say, hey, she wants to do this and you want to do this.
Right.
It's a lot of people that say they have their dreams and goals, have significant others, and it's strictly be their dreams and goals. Mm-hmm. They don't want to share it with them. Sometimes they have fear of saying, well, I'm stepping on your dreams and goals.
Right. Or you just make more money than me.
Y'all don't want you to make no
a lot of things. But a lot of people try to fit, they look at it and say, well, the relationship part doesn't have nothing to do with vulnerability. Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
It has a lot to do with it because
it does.
When you tell that person that first time, you love them or whatever, somebody had to say it.
Come on,
somebody had to get the
somebody had to open up.
Somebody had to open up and
but
say
you said,
they might have been scared they were saying it too quick. They might have been scared they weren't saying it quick enough, but they had somebody had to say it.
But it goes back to the way you were raised, or some people use the word love way too loosely.
Yeah, they do.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. But it depends on the interpretation of the listener, right? Because I can say, "True, I love you," but I mean, that's I love you, right? But I don't need you to come back on my house.
Oh,
right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm just saying, or I can
there's
say,
a barrier. There's a device.
Right, it could, like, I love you. I can't live without you. I'm still using love, but we got to.
It's loosely, you use it loosely.
But when you tell them that from wife to brother,
you tell them that first time, it's like, why did you tell me that you love me if you didn't want to be?
Yeah,
because people say that word.
They associate it with being together. Because sometimes I
with
love
emotions.
You enough, I don't want to fuck with you. That I love you enough, I might fuck you up. So get the fuck away from me. I love you though.
Yeah. Because somebody's emotions got intact,
right?
And someone wasn't vulnerable and transparent with their emotions.
They were.
Somebody got used. Somebody got used up.
Yeah. So you have to make sure And you gotta make sure you're dealing with, because everybody not strong enough to take. Everybody not strong enough to even accept it when you do tell them something like that.
Right.
Tell them you love them, they fall all out, they writing your letters, they showing up, they want you over there all the time up on
I done did it.
You couldn't get rid of.
I done been a hopeless romantic.
But you said you love me.
I want to be with you every second. I want to be with you every second of the day.
You over there like
what they say, wearing your heart on your sleeve?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's too vulnerable.
And sometimes that can get you, like when you're first, getting into that relationship.
Oh, especially like, don't do that. You having sex. Ooh. You about to come.
Oh,
ooh,
Lord.
I love you.
And look, didn't you just say that? Taking chances might lead to rejection.
Right.
You know?
And some people don't like to be rejected.
Right. You gonna reject me? You see this?
Talking about the mistakes you done made.
Right.
Vulnerabilities. What's another one? Sharing personal information that you normally
let me put
private.
that slide up. Let me put that slide up for y'all.
Yeah. Look,
okay, it's a little small.
She's gonna get intimate with y'all.
It's a little small.
She's being vulnerable with y'all technologically wise. Look.
Yeah.
So now we're taking chances that might lead to rejection.
Okay, go on, Terry. Go ahead on.
Number 2 says being accountable for. I'm me Chinese right now. Being accountable for mistakes. That's number 2. That's honest. Another one about examples of vulnerability is allowing yourself to feel strong emotions. I had to deal with it today. Today is a hard day for me. It's a day where my biological father, it's his death day. It's his birthday and my mother's death day. So I'm still here at work. I'm still here with my brother, my sister, my loved ones. So I had to be vulnerable enough to say, you know what? I'm hurt today. So I had to get this shit out of my system. I cried this morning. I smiled this morning. I loved on the people that I need to love on. I talked to my children. I argued. I did everything I needed.
Did you play some Mary J?
No, not yet.
What's the song in?
Good morning, gorgeous.
Yeah.
I'm too ugly to be gorgeous. But I was vulnerable to say that I'm hurt, and I woke up and I dealt with it. So I'm here at work. And we
appreciate you. You get to keep your job.
And I feel, I'm at work, goddamn. I got my job, y'all.
He could have said that.
Yeah, you could have said
that. I did not get fired.
You got a lot of sick leave.
Ain't it? But I came to work, and I love my job. I love my job, y'all.
He get a bonus.
Yeah, he get a bonus.
Number 4, it says allowing yourself to feel strong emotions.
Like what you talking about, being able to cry, understand why you hurt. Go ahead, and let it out.
Okay, man. It's okay. You hear me. Sis said it earlier. Didn't you say that, sis? You hear me. You have to be
pressure bust pipes. Let the water out. Let it flow, baby. You know what I'm saying? Cry.
Number 5, trusting someone. Yeah. 2 of the most people I trust in my life.
Ain't say everybody now.
Someone.
There's somebody out there that'll just listen to you.
You may have a pastor, a preacher, or a priest, or a psychiatrist, and all that.
A dog? No.
I talk to
you talking about
it? Look everything.
Look here, my nigga. No.
If I can, I'm with you, sis. If I can talk to myself, I can talk to my dog. And that's me being vulnerable, people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta be vulnerable with your dog.
Okay, number 6 is being. Excuse me. That's the beer, y'all. Being honest.
Those hops.
I ain't gonna lie. But before you get through reading it, I thought that shit said being homeless.
Listen,
I can't
listen.
Get him some glasses. Being homeless about.
Come on now. That's vulnerable. I know about that one.
Being honest.
Being honest about what you need in a relationship. Y'all. Being including your boundaries and expectations.
Boundaries.
That's important, y'all.
Hey, that sounds like we did boundaries and we did
and expectations.
Like just to put them together.
But we want y'all to remember that number 6 is very important. For examples of vulnerability.
Boundaries and number 7, expectations.
Number 7. I have a problem with this to this day. Asking for help.
Yeah,
it's okay.
A lot of people do.
It's okay.
You don't know. You can't do everything.
Yeah. I think it's harder for men than it is for women.
But that's because we were trained like that.
That's why.
It don't have nothing to do with that.
That's why
we can do it and still be on. My definition of a man. Let's clear this up.
Yeah,
you can't be none. Being able to ask for help, like, bro, I need you. I ain't talking about you ask me every week for no money, neither.
Right.
I'm gonna help you. If it was about money, I'm gonna help you get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or in some kind of way, if I can. Or if it's emotional, I can help you Man, look, come on there. You can crown me.
And you know
it ain't no, you know what I'm saying?
Tara, you get back in the frame. Get back over there. Get in the frame.
I got in my feelings.
Get in the frame. You all over. He running again.
Yeah, he running about to run out the door.
I was not being vulnerable.
And what's the next one? Number 8.
Okay.
I'm sure O.C.B don't have a problem with it.
Saying no. Yeah.
And I spoke on that earlier. We have to learn to say no, y'all.
Yeah.
It's okay to. Some people will run you to the ground, and you so passive aggressive that you feel it, but you won't say it because you feel like you owe everybody else something.
Or they gonna look at. They gonna be mad at me.
Yeah. Or to prove yourself that I am the one that you can always count on. Guess what? No.
It was some. I forgot who said it, but it's something out there that says the power of saying no.
Yeah, the power of no.
It's
the
power.
No.
There's a book.
Power no, and it's a power yes. But power no.
It is.
Power no. It's like you can't.
And forgive us for not giving y'all the author's name.
Right.
That's
why I wasn't planning on going down this road.
Right. But if all our listeners and viewers reference us on the next episode, if y'all reference us, we will have the information for y'all.
Right.
But that's a good man. That's a good one right there. Number 9, asking for forgiveness. People.
First of all,
humble yourself.
Look, asking for know who you asking though.
No, man.
Know who you asking for forgiveness.
Hey, now that's deep.
You know what I mean? You gotta
listen. Say it one more. I think they need to hear it one more time.
Know who you asking.
Know who you asking for.
You know
forgiveness,
what I'm saying?
Because everybody don't deserve your forgiveness.
Or asking do you forgive me?
Like I said earlier,
because some people so arrogant when you ask them,
yes, sir.
But you don't ask them too quick now. You don't ask them. Give them some. Now I'm one of those people. You gotta give me some time.
You forgive me.
You gotta give me time.
It's like I think we talked
about. I might say no.
I say let that bitch breathe.
Yeah. I might say yes, but I mean no. Give me some time. Give me some space.
Ain't it, man?
I'm a Cancer. Give me some space.
Okay, but see, people see when you ask for forgiveness,
and
people
be
want
sincere.
But they won't what is called instant gratification.
But they want to feel better. They want to feel better. They don't care about you.
We was talking about cheating.
Right.
Some of the guys, we were talking about cheating. Said, bro, I asked her for forgiveness. She said, yeah.
Oh, she was just
okay. No. Listen to me now. Like she said yes. But did you think it's supposed to be going back to normal after she said yeah?
I think some people do think
that's what they wrong at.
Yeah.
I forgave you,
right?
But I didn't forget.
I didn't forget shit.
Don't mean you can keep on doing the same shit. It takes a while. How many years did you cheat on? Man, 5. Well, by my math, this O.C.B. math, right? If you did it for 5 years, you got to give her 5 years to get over this shit.
Because you made them more vulnerable.
You feel what I mean?
Maybe the question would be, do you think you can forgive me?
You decrease that vulnerability.
You might. Do you think you can?
If you keep wronging the person.
And then they'll say, yeah, I'm sure I can one day. But don't ask them, do they forgive you? Say, do you think you can ever forgive me?
Yeah.
Right.
That's the question. Not do you forgive me?
Then if they say
yeah. Then you say, okay, well, let me just let it breathe. Like, let me just.
It's been a year. No. I said, I'll let you know.
Yeah. There's no expiration.
Be okay with it, though. You got to be okay with that.
Yeah. If I love you, I can give you enough space to deal with that.
Yeah. Right. Do you think you can forgive me?
Right.
And your vulnerabilities can become even weaker if I don't give you this space.
Right.
If I keep tearing you down while you're already vulnerable.
Shit, I did this shit last month. That was last year. That old stuff.
And then you go do something else.
You don't understand people's emotions. Like some people hold on forever.
I'm like, shit. You can't keep fucking with my vulnerability.
Look, it's people out here still mad about shit from high school, bro. Y'all 50.
Damn, they old.
And you still mad. I remember that.
Nigga, if you're 19,
I remember that day.
You talking about 30 years ago?
Right.
I remember
you didn't get over this shit in 19?
Man, what? You big mad, eh?
Right.
Okay, what's the next
I remember that day. Speaking your truth.
Last but not least, say it one more time.
Speaking your truth.
Speaking your truth. Now, I need y'all to understand this, people. It said speaking your truth.
One more again, Mr. Cut Up.
Speaking your truth. It's okay to speak. Now, when you speak it, don't think another motherfucker gonna say, "Oh, that's some bullshit." Because who's true?
It's yours.
It's not mine.
Don't be it's none of your concern.
But that's why you got to surround yourself with people that understand you. Right. So when you do speak your truth, you understand where they coming from.
Right.
You just blurting shit out to everybody and thinking they supposed to understand that shit. Sorry.
So if they are objective to what you're saying,
world don't work like that.
They already know who you come from.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Be aware of your surroundings.
Be aware.
Okay, and now we're going going to go to our final words because it was such an interesting topic. We almost running
we were
behind
yeah.
schedule, but let's give our final words about vulnerability. And we're gonna start over here with the Black Man Strong. Y'all tune in for
Black
Halloween.
Man Strong.
Tune in for Halloween because we're gonna have that Pontyman.
The
legend of the Pontyman.
Okay. Listen,
vulnerability.
It's scary as hell. Well, the Pontyman is coming soon.
Okay, what's your last word
vulnerability,
about? What's your last word about? What you want to tell the people? Go ahead.
This is me being vulnerable. Today is a hard day for me because it's actually October 8th is the birth date of my biological father, and he was also murdered on October 27th. And in the month of October, my mother passed from multiple sclerosis. So it's kind of hard for me. So me being vulnerable, I woke up this morning in my feelings, and I shed tears, and I argued, and I talked, and I prayed, and I blazed. I was being vulnerable. I was being open. You said you're real talk. But vulnerability to me, where I am right now, I'm at work. I'm with my brother. I'm with my sister. I'm with y'all, my viewers, you know what I'm saying, my listeners, and I feel better because I was open to be vulnerable, to be human, just for today. Because I've been dealing with this since I was 9 years old. It happened when I was 9 years old, when I lost my father due to gun violence. Well, not gun violence, but just violence. Period. It was a situation that I'm not gonna delve into right now, but that's neither here nor there. I'm here now. I'm still here. I'm still a father. I'm still winning. I'm still with my brother, with my sister. I'm at work. I'm doing something that I love. This is to me.
Right.
And if I was a closed in person, if I shut it in, it would ruin my spirit. It would ruin my mind. I wouldn't be able to be a good father. I wouldn't be able to be a good friend, a good brother to my brother and my sister. I wouldn't be able to be a good co-host until I get some shit out of my system. So it's okay, y'all, to be vulnerable, to say, I'm hurt today, I'm weak today, or you know what, I don't want to deal with this right now. I can't deal with this right now. I don't need to deal with this right now. It's okay to say that, because if you don't, then people will continuously look at you like you're just moving through life like everything is okay. Some people make shit look good. Today, I made this shit look good, but I'm vulnerable to say that I'm still here and I'm proud to be here. I love y'all. I love my listeners, brother. And it's okay to be vulnerable, because guess what? It's a cleansing. Cleanse your spirit and more life to everybody that's just trying to get some shit out of their spirit and be vulnerable, be open up and go live and love, and y'all'll be all right. If I'm all right, y'all'll be all right.
I say, yeah. Who's going next? Me?
You can be last.
I got you. Go ahead, do your thing.
It's gonna be real short.
Go ahead, boo boo.
It's gonna be real short. What's the difference between being sensitive and being vulnerable? Because you know, you think most sensitive people are vulnerable anyway.
Right.
However, it's a difference.
Yeah,
it's a difference. Most sensitive people don't have a problem with being vulnerable, but they don't know when to, turn it off, or being vulnerable to everybody. I mean, you got a problem. Seriously, you don't just open up to everybody, because you don't know who's out there to hurt you, so you have to kind of have some kind of filter to be able to discern who you should be trusting with such sensitive information, and who you cannot trust with sensitive information. You might feel like you don't have anybody to be vulnerable to,
right, or with.
Right.
And in that instance, then you probably do need to seek professional help, because they get paid to listen to your vulnerabilities.
Right.
And they can also help you with them. And
Real
then civilians, regular people, your friends, your family are probably not equipped to help you. They can listen, but we talked about earlier about unpacking those people that you think are a little bit strong. They're not. My daughter always say, "Oh, they just let it all out on me, and I wasn't ready." And it makes my energy go down, because they are giving all of their woes and their troubles to me, and I'm not feeling, that. And then you're sad. So you gotta be careful about, your friends and your family who you are unloading on. Like I said, these people are professionals. They get paid to listen to you. Now, being vulnerable with your spouse and or whoever you're in a relationship with, okay. sometimes you already know from the beginning whether you can do this or not. Now I know what you're saying. If they're your spouse, then you should be able to be vulnerable with them. Not always the case.
Right.
Maybe you made an error in judgment, but it's not always the case. Sad but true. But you want to be vulnerable with somebody, and it could be something as simple as your job or being vulnerable there, because you know how people don't like to admit that they're wrong or that they made a mistake or give other people praise. Okay, that's a serious problem. So you know, and people who just try to show you up and make it seem like you're wrong or whatever. And I tell everybody all the time, yeah, you know, I did make that mistake, and you know, I accept that, you know, that I did that. But because that lets you know that I am human and I do make mistakes. However, I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna fix this mistake, so in the future it won't happen. So, but things happen, and when you own up to them, you know, it makes it makes your employees trust you.
Damn right.
Because you don't have a problem with being transparent enough to say
put yourself out
that
front.
You made a mistake.
Yeah, exactly.
And also giving others praise. You know, when I'm out there and I'm doing something and somebody's on my team that helped me, I'm gonna say, yeah, give it up to so and so. They helped me. They the ones who went out and did all the
you showing your vulnerability.
I'm showing,
you showing the people you can count on.
I don't mind sharing the spotlight. They went out and helped me, and they looked up all those documents and they did it. Kudos to them. I don't have a problem with that. But at the same time, I'm going to let you know what my weakness was. And should you choose to use it against me,
it's on you.
That's me. That's on me. But I'm going to figure it out.
No, on you. That's on
them.
Yeah,
that's on them. But you know, if you use it against me, then I just know next time that I can't do that with you, because you may be the one to bring me down. So to wrap it all up, put on the bow, it's okay to be vulnerable with whoever you want to be vulnerable with, your spouse, your children, your your employer, your friends. You know, it's okay, but just know that there is a fine line between being vulnerable and just telling all of your damn business. And I will give it over to O.C.B.
Yeah.
Mr. Cut Up.
O.C.B, man. You know what I'm saying? But like, for me, being vulnerable is having power. It's a superpower when used correctly, right? So as long as I'm vulnerable, and can see what's coming at me, I'm always straight, right? Because I have no problem saying no. I have no problem with letting you in. I have no problem with none of this stuff. I don't even have no problem with people got a problem with me.
Right.
I have none of this because I'm vulnerable enough to use it as a superpower.
Right.
You feel what I mean? It makes me stronger as a person. So because people look at me like, don't nothing phase you. It do. That's why I'm vulnerable enough to tell you, leave me the fuck alone.
Right.
And I'm gone. Or not today, brother.
Your wins, your words, your
feel what I'm
whys,
saying? But I'm vulnerable. I'm gonna let you know why. I ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing.
That's real shit.
I'm gonna be here like, yeah, I'm here for you, but not today, bro. But I need you. Not today, brother.
Because you gotta worry about yourself.
I got me right now.
I got it. Yeah.
I got my wife right now.
It's about me right now.
Kids right now.
That's not being selfish, but in a way it is. But it don't matter because I can't help you if I can help me. I have to be able to help me first. Then I can help you. So I'm always gonna be vulnerable enough to let you know what I can handle and what I can't at any given moment. And it's okay that you don't understand it, but I'm gonna break it down when I'm feeling better and my energy up. Let me holler at you. I had to do this because of this.
Right. You'll pull them to the side and say, okay.
I ain't mean no harm. Right. I ain't trying to hurt your feelings. But I had to do this.
And that's still being transparent and vulnerable. Because I took you took time out. You do me that shit all the time.
You know what I mean? So they just my takes from vulnerability. And I'm glad A-Bum brought this conversation because it was nice. And she just walked in the room. People,
A-Bum.
Let's get A-Bum right there. Like she gonna see it from the camera right here with Mama. Now you stay there. Now Mama gonna say, you gotta look on Mama's shoulder. A-Bum just graced us with her presence. What's up?
I had to pop up on the Instagram since they think they grown.
Yeah.
Since they vulnerable now. They wide open.
Yeah. So like I said, like baby girl, man, A-Bum brought it to her. I'm glad she did. It's real thought provoking. It taught me a lot, you know, just doing the research of it. So it's dope. But yeah, we over our time. This show, boy, O.C.B, man.
O.C.B.
And we at
O.C.B.
on the weekend, we gonna ride and chill and do what players do. We gonna get fresh to death and choose up on a few. Because we're Rico, baby, and that's just what we do. What? Thank God it's Friday, need to grow a crop, fall in the barber shop, take a little outside.